Today, we are analysing the tryouts for the Team USA World Cup team. I'm going to be giving you 3 easy to understand concepts that separate the pros from the average Joes. Let's get straight into the first one. What you have to understand about high-level Overwatch is it is a constant battle to remain on the edge of the fight. The second you are in the middle of the fight, it's over. It's a constant jockeying for outside position. Watch this from Hawk. Right now he's on the outside, it's all good, everything's fine. And now he's on the inside. Watch how fast he's eviscerated. And also notice how both divas died in perfect synchronicity. Why? Because this is a key function of how the tank role works. Tanks in Overwatch can absorb infinite damage when it's coming from one direction. Right here, Hawk could live forever on Diva. Why? Because everybody is in front of him. But the second you get shot from 2 directions, you're instantly melted. And the reason Hawk gets put in this position is because they call the Vendetta dive and they don't actually do that much with it. But notice what both teams recognize here. Both teams recognize that they can shoot the tank from multiple angles. So as you can see, both tanks get instantly blown up. This is also how it works in your games, but it's a lot less obvious because they don't shoot you as fast. Here's an example of Painkiller carrying this fight by remaining on the edge. He's set himself up on the edge of the fight, it's perfect, and now he's going to look for something. And pay attention to this detail. It's this tiny hand movement to the right at the end of the flight. Because now he can matrix both players and take 0 damage. And then you just chase the Soj and it's free. It's that small movement to the right that allowed him to stay on the edge, because a worse diva just goes straight on the Soj there. But he's maintained the edge, and now the Juno Soj are the ones in the middle. And now they're cooked, right? They're getting shot from 2 angles, it's over for them. The second concept I want to talk about is triggers. And I really like this play from Zera because it's so fucking simple. Doesn't matter if you are bronze or champion 3, you can implement this. Right here, he's going to be sneaky, he's going to be patient, he's going to wait. And then his tank going in is the trigger for him to also go in. And it's just a free fight win. Stuff like this is so applicable to your ranked games, regardless of rank, because you don't even need communication to do this. You just need to use your eyeballs. My tank's going in, let me shoot that guy. And then another thing that should always be a trigger for you is when your team is winning the neutral. So right here, everything's going normal, and then Lenny's going to notice something. They have won this neutral because look at the enemy diva's health and then look at the friendly diva's health. Their diva cannot play the game right now because they're so low. But by extension, their BAP also can't play the game right now because he has to hard pocket the diva. So right now, Lenny is essentially up 2 players. You cannot let an advantage like this go. You have to find something to capitalize on. He's going to recognize this and you'll see he immediately looks around for a killable target. Because when you win the neutral like that, that is a trigger for you to go in and start making moves. Notice even here, their diva's still fucked. Right, the diva bomb's out, their tank is still not really playing, he's still got time to make moves. The clock in your head still needs to be go time, and that's exactly what happens. He just turbo carries the fight. Because when you win the neutral like that, they no longer have the attention or the cooldowns to fully contest your aggressive plays. So you recognize it, you don't let that advantage go, and you just run around and kill everybody. And then the third thing I want to talk about is AFKing. Look at this comp that they're running. This is a farm nano and hope you get a random pick comp. So what does Infected do? Exactly that. He AFKs, he farms nano, and they end up getting the random pick. And it's now that he can take space. Now he can look for stuff. And then again, as this fight progresses, you'll notice he's not really diving anything. He's not doing a lot of damage, threatening kills. But what he is doing is the important thing. And that is controlling a good position and then just AFKing. Because he's standing where their DPS and backline want to stand, and his presence just denies the position. He's taking away their strong position and then letting his team do the work. So he's completely cleared out the high ground. Now that they're stuck on the low ground, guess what? You go and contest the low ground. But he has probably done about 200 damage in the last 40 seconds. And that's because when you recognise that you have a strong poke comp, it makes no sense to all-in dive people. Simply control where they want to stand and then let your poke comp sit in the back of the map and do their work. Anyway, I hope this was helpful and you're able to apply it in your ranked games. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments.